Welcome to this video. In this video, we are knowing about the respiration. First, we are knowing about the respiration. Respiration is the process where living things take food, break it down with oxygen to create energy for their activities, and release carbon dioxide and water as byproduct. Respiration means it's a process in that a living things take food, break it with oxygen to create energy for their activities. For their activities, they need energy. So they break the food with the oxygen to create energy and release carbon dioxide and water as a byproduct. It is called respiration. Next, the main parts of the respiratory system including nose, mouth, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs, and diaphragm. These structures work together to facilitate the intake of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide, essential for breathing and sustaining life. Means the main parts involved in the respiratory system are nose, mouth, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, lungs, and diaphragm. First, we are knowing about the nose and mouth. The entry points of air, which is warm, humidified, and filtered by tiny hairs, and called cilia and mucus. Means nose and mouth are the entry points for air, which is warmed and humidified. Means the cold air is get warmed and warmed air is get humidified and then filtered by the tiny hairs in the nose. Means in the nose we can see the tiny hairs is called cilia and mucus. These cilia and mucus filter the air before it enters to the nasal cavity. Next, pharynx and larynx. The passageway that air travels through the after the nose and mouth. After the nose and mouth, the air is entered through the pharynx and larynx. These are the passageway between the nasal cavity and the trachea. Next, trachea. It's also called windpipe, a tube that carries air to the lungs. From the larynx, it is carry the air to the bronchi. Bronchial tubes. The bronchi and bronchioles are the branch of the trachea that leads into the lung. Means these are connect the air from trachea into the lungs. Next, lungs. The spongy organs in the chest where gas exchange happen. The lungs is a spongy organ present in the chest area where the gas exchange will happen. Next, alveoli. The millions of tiny hair sacs at the end of the bronchioles where oxygen enters the blood and carbon dioxide exists. Means the alveoles are the sac-like structure. The millions of alveoli are present in the lungs. These are present at the end of the bronchioles. Here, the oxygen enters the blood and carbon dioxide exists. Next, diaphragm. A large muscle below the lungs that moves down to help pull air into the lungs during the inhalation and moves up to help push air out during the exhalation. Means a diaphragm is a large muscle present below the lungs that moves down. It moves down to help pull air into the lungs during the inhalation and moves up to help push air out during the exhalation. The respiratory system can be categorized into three types based on the location. External respiration means breathing. Internal respiration means the gas exchange between the blood and tissue. And cellular respiration means biochemical process within the cells. Next, the process of respiration. First, we are knowing about the inhalation. Oxygen enters into the lungs. Inhalation means the entry of the air into the lungs from the outside. Diaphragm moves down and rib muscle pull the ribs up and out, expanding the chest cavity and drawing the air into the lungs. Here we can see the pathway of air enters. First, the air enters to the nasal cavity through the nostrils. Then the air is moved to the pharynx, larynx, trachea, then bronchi and bronchioles. Then it enters the alveoli. In that, air exchange will happen. The gas exchange in the alveoli, oxygen from the inhaled air moves into the capillaries at tiny blood vessels, and carbon dioxide, a waste product, moves from blood into the alveoli to be exhaled. Means in the alveoli the gas exchange happens. In the alveoli, the oxygen from the inhaled air moves into the capillaries. Capillaries means at tiny blood vessels surrounding the alveoli, and carbon dioxide and the waste product moves from blood into the alveoli to be exhaled. Means the oxygen and some useful products from the alveoli enters into the bloodstream, and carbon dioxide and waste product move from blood vessels, means capillaries, into the alveoli. It is called gas exchange. It happens between the alveoli and the blood capillaries. Next, the waste product and the carbon dioxide get exhaled. It's called exhalation. Exhalation process means the diaphragm and the chest muscle relax, decreasing the chest cavity's volume and pushing the carbon dioxide rich air out of the lungs. Here we can see the passageway of the air moves from blood into the nostrils, means from blood to outside the blood into the alveoli, then it moves to the bronchioles, then bronchus, then trachea, then larynx, pharynx, nasal cavity, then nostril. This is the respiration process. The other functions of respiration is cellular respiration. The respiratory system provides the oxygen needed by the body cell to produce energy and removes the carbon dioxide by creating as a byproduct. Acid-base balance. By removing the carbon dioxide, the system helps to maintain the proper pH balance in the body. Respiratory system is also help to maintain the proper pH in the body by removing the carbon dioxide from the body. Thank you for watching.